Hey kids, see, I take great pride in knowing that I not only teach you English, but I have the privilege to teach you whatever I want. And so, today, I'm going to teach you a very important life skill. And the skill is how to deal with death. Not the happiest topic, but it's necessary during these times. I'm not going to be grading your papers tonight, by the way, I'm too depressed. Anyway, how to deal with death. Number one, cry. You have to cry, you cry. Whenever I want to cry, I make sure I'm in the car by myself with the windows up. I just cry like a baby. Or if I'm in the house, I don't want anybody to know, I cry into my pillow. This is true. You gotta cry. You don't gotta show everybody you're crying. You don't have to post on Facebook or Instagram that somebody passed away if you're not comfortable with that. But if you feel like crying, cry. Alright, number two. Oh, you really want to cry? Do number two. Listen to old voicemails and watch videos to induce crying. You know, when my dog died, one of the first things I did was I took the old digital camera and I watched footage of him in his lively days. Little pom-pom, little poodle, running around. He died that day. I was just crying. But I felt better. Then I would cry later on. I get better. It's a cycle, but you gotta let it out. I mean, let it out now. Or hold it in for the next 20 years and pay for a therapist in 20 years to talk about it. So cry. And the old voicemails and videos will help you cry. Number three, take days off. Look, in the real world, look, I'll tell you what happens to teachers. If your mom, dad, brother, or sister dies, you get 3 days off work. Alright? Somebody dies, you're off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You should be back at work on Thursdays. Good bosses will tell you, look, take all the time you need. You might only need 3 days. You might need usually people take the whole week. I don't know if you want to take 2 weeks. Look, everybody's different, but take days off. One of the reasons I'm telling you this is if you got a family member who passed away or is sick or you're going through a lot, look, you got to tell your guidance. Tell your teachers. I would tell guidance first and just tell them, look, I should be doing my work, but this is what's going on. Please tell my teachers to have mercy on me. I don't think a teacher is going to fail you if somebody passed away or if somebody's sick. Some teachers are mean. Are going to say, oh, when my mom died, I came back a week later. I did my work, and that kid has to learn to do work in the real world after hell happens. Look, just tell guidance. They'll have your back. You're really having problems. All right? Don't lie. That'll be bad if you tell me that somebody's sick and they're not. I've known kids who have done that. It's terrible. One time All right, now. Number four, call friends and family. Look, when somebody passes away, once again, don't keep it to yourself. Call a family member. Call a friend. Just say, how are you? Okay, it helps if you both know the deceased. Just ask them, how are you? How are you holding up? All right, they'll tell you how they are. It sucks. You'll tell them how you are. It sucks. You'll probably cry on the phone together. You hang up, you'll feel better. It's better than not telling anybody at all. So tell someone how you're feeling. And if you don't have anybody telling you, Google NYC mental health. New York City has some kind of service. You can call or text somebody in the moment and a random person will talk to you. It actually helps. Therapy these days is like $15 with a copay. And New York City is giving out for free. I'd take advantage of that. All right, next. Number 6. Ask yourself, what would the dead person say if they saw me right now. I do this a lot. I have dead relatives. When I'm feeling down, I ask myself, what would they say if they were here at the moment? And they would probably tell me, stop crying. It helps. Have an imaginary conversation. Maybe they're really there. Who knows? All right, I've been watching Insidious. The dead hang around, according to the movie. All right, number 6. Have an imaginary conversation. All right, we went over that already. Number 7, consult a professional. All right, if you can afford insurance, if you can afford psychologists, do that. If you can't, New York City has free psychologists these days. Number 8, understand the grieving process. All right, look, growing up, I heard that when you deal with death, there's a process. Dabda. It's denial. First you say it didn't happen. Then it's anger. Why'd this have to happen? Then you bargain and say, if I only did this, they wouldn't have died. And then you get depressed. And then you accept it. But what people don't know is that once you accept it, you're not done yet. Those 5 feelings, dabda, they crisscross all the time. So you might be depressed, then angry, then bargain, then accept it. And then the next day you're depressed. And then the next day you're in denial. It's a process. It just goes back and forth and you deal with it, unfortunately. Number 9, be thankful for what you do have. Look, my mom died. Sucks. She had cancer. Is there anything to be thankful for? Yeah. I'm thankful I had a mom to live for the first 37 years of my life. Some people don't have that luxury. All right? I did. Is there anything good about cancer? Hardly. But at least you have some saving grace that when somebody is dying of cancer, they tell you, look, I'm going to die. I want to enjoy life. And then you get to talk to them about how you feel before they die. You get to do things and appreciate things on another level before you die. And when they die, you're still thankful that they lived, for once. And 2, you got a chance to say goodbye. A lot of us don't have that luxury. But there's still something to be thankful for. Believe it or not. You got to dig deep, even though it sucks. Number 10. Take care of yourself, physically and mentally. I know that's hard to do during quarantine. I sit at my dinner table and I'm ready to grade. And I say, I don't feel like grading yet. Let me eat. When I'm done eating, I say, what else can I eat? Then when I'm done eating that, I think, what else can I eat? Then when I'm doing that, I say, let's grade. And then I grade for like an hour. And to procrastinate, I say, what's there to eat again? And it's just a vicious cycle. Look, you're supposed to take care of yourself physically and mentally. You do what you can. All right. If your loved one was around, they would want you to take care of yourself. Okay? You try to honor their memory. You don't fall apart. That's what they wouldn't want. I mean, it does suck. And you do fall apart sometimes. But think about what they would want. And they wouldn't want you to fall apart. So try not to fall apart. I'm going to get on the treadmill after this. On my exercise bike. I can't afford a treadmill. Alright. Number 11. Understand we're all going to the same place. You might say, life sucks. I go to a bunch of funerals. Well, guess what? You're either going to a bunch of funerals or you are the funeral. Which one would you rather be? Somebody once said, death can't be that bad if everybody's going to go through it. We're all going to go through it. We're all gonna be together again on the other side, or just whatever. I don't know what death is like. It's probably like sleeping. You don't know you're sleeping. It's not that bad. Maybe there's a heaven, maybe there's a hell, I don't know. I don't know what you believe in, but we're all gonna find out. Look, if you got anything out of tonight, I'm sorry I didn't grade your papers, but at least you got a valuable lesson on how to deal with death. Alright? You learn a lot of things in school. Algebra, the fall of the Roman Empire, what happens to Esmeralda on Mango Street. But once in a while, I think a lesson on how to grieve and get through the death of a loved one is more valuable than those other academic things. Alright? I hope you're all fine. And for those of you who are not fine, my prayers go out to you, sincerely. Hopefully you got something out of this.